Hello from Tokyo, my name is Anton. For years I've kept a design journal, and it has taken me to exhibitions, talks, and even earned a few awards. Now, I'm turning my journaling practice into a series of short video stories. Visits to spaces designed to slow you down. Snapshots from my art journal, as well as impressions from exhibitions and the field. Today, we look at the updated pipeline for the motion design in my videos. Previously, I animated my intro graphics in a fairly manual way. The reveal animation uses clipping masks, but because I built these graphics in 3D, they also need to move correctly with the camera. Even for a relatively simple layout, the current approach gets surprisingly complicated. The process looked something like this. Export PNGs from Figma. Position every element by hand in Blender. Connect everything into a fairly complex shader node setup, so all elements can be animated together. Then manually keyframe the timing. It works fine for an intro with maybe 3 or 4 title blocks. But once a video has multiple title cards, each with 10 or more elements, the process becomes way too tedious. So for the newest video, I rebuilt the entire workflow. Because this video had no voiceover, I wanted the on-screen graphics to carry more information and visual context. The layout is built around 2 focal points. To visually connect these 2 areas, I added a small-scale procedural pattern that flows between them. But this design would have been painful to animate manually. So I built a pipeline across a set of tools: a Figma plugin, a web app, and a Blender plugin. Everything starts in Figma, where I do the initial composition. The whole design system is based on a 20-pixel grid, both for dimensions and positioning. Then, via a custom plugin, I export the scene data as JSON file, PNG assets, elements positions, and colors. There are also built-in defaults that describe the animation. You will see how that works in a moment. The JSON file gets loaded into a web app I built for procedural generation. Here I can control density of the pattern elements, proximity behavior, etc. And of course, preview the animation. It handles different composition and colors, and also allows for tweaking and repositioning. A tiny Easter egg: the app also automatically recolors the logotype to match the palette. Once everything looks right, the app renders the animation as a PNG sequence, then brings that sequence into Blender. I built a small plugin for this part as well. It takes 3 folders containing image sequences, creates a stack of planes in 3D space, and places them automatically. I can adjust them to my taste and preview the result. So here it is, the updated pipeline for the motion design in my videos. Instead of designing individual animations, I went with designing a system that generates them. And if you already have a defined visual language, these days, building your own design tools can completely transform your workflow.